Today I'm announcing a brand new vaccine reward program. It'll be Shot for 100, where we're going to give $100 to the first 75,000 college students who get vaccinated at participating institutions of higher education. This is incredibly important as school resumes because 18 to 29-year-olds, and you're going to see this with Dr. Cantor in just a few minutes, and you've seen it before over the previous weeks, a huge percentage of our cases and transmission are being driven by people in this age group, and quite frankly, it's one of the lowest age groups in terms of the percentage that are actually vaccinated. So this is really important as school gets started up again and people travel back to Louisiana or from wherever they have been in order to start the fall semester. There have been more than 260,000 coronavirus cases linked to American colleges and universities since the first of this year, and more than 700,000 cases over the course of the pandemic. And one of the things I heard from the governor's fellows this summer, and they're all government leaders, student government leaders, I should say, on their campuses, was that students in leadership were interested in doing their part to end this pandemic, stop this COVID surge by promoting vaccines and taking advantage of incentives. And sharing trusted information with their peers so that everyone can feel confident about getting vaccinated so campus activities can get closer back to normal and can get back to normal as soon as possible. This Shot at 100 program will help our student leaders achieve that goal. With the spread of the highly transmissible Delta variant and its devastating impact on our communities, including younger populations, we are seeing more young people go sleeves up, and that's good. But we have a very long way to go within that demographic. Students want an in-person college experience. They want as much normalcy as possible. To safely accomplish that, we need more shots in arms. It's in everyone's interest, however, not just in the interest of the young. It's in everyone's interest that this happen so that they protect themselves, their families, and the community. I mean, that is the nature of a public health emergency. What every individual does, what every group does, has implications not just upon those individuals and groups, but on all of us. The fall semester is just a few days away for some institutions and maybe a couple of weeks for others. And we think this will make a difference in student vaccine uptake across the state of Louisiana. We are actively working with the Board of Regents and all of the higher education systems in Louisiana, and this includes the independent colleges and universities here in Louisiana as well. They are all eligible to participate. And they're going to opt in if they choose to do this, and the program is going to be very easy for the colleges, so that it may not look the same in every single on every single campus and so forth, but we're going to try to make this as easy as possible for them. But this is basically how it's going to work. At participating colleges and universities, students will be given a deactivated Visa card upon their vaccination. And then they will register online at shotfor100.com, and that card will be loaded with $100. And to learn more about the exciting new program, visit shotfor100.com or call our vaccine hotline at 1-855-453-0774. As you all know, being vaccinated is very important to stop this current surge, but also to reduce transmission and prepare us for any surges that may come down the road. And as we slow transmission, you slow the rate of mutation and the variants that develop and so forth, because there is nothing that prevents the next variant that happens from being even worse than Delta, if you can imagine that. And so this is really important for all of those reasons and many, many more. These vaccines are safe, they're effective, they're free, they're convenient. And it doesn't matter where you live, in small towns, rural areas, and big cities. It's very important that you get vaccinated, and that's true whether or not you happen to be in higher education. And please do it today if you haven't made that decision.